former NFL defensive back Stanford Routt. Time now for Darnell's question of the day. Darnell, take it away.
Yes, sir. Let's move to Tom Brady, who may have just turned 42, but was voted the most marketable star in the NFL in a new Sports Business Journal survey, just ahead of 23-year-old Patrick Mahomes. But in the NFL isn't the only league where old guys are killing it. Forbes magazine says that Michael Jordan is still crushing other NBA players in shoe deal money and is projected to make 4 times more than the number 2 guy, LeBron James. So I got to ask you guys, why does Brady and MJ still dominate their sports?
Because their focus is entirely on sports. And that still matters. I think that when it comes to marketing and marketability and things like that, you got to stay away from the polarizing issues. And Jordan and Tom Brady have pretty much done that, and that makes them more marketable.
Man, I can't steal from that, but I can add, I hope. I have a simpler equation. I say it's old money, nostalgia, and the story and folklore of the older players. Think about it. Before there was social media, there were fewer outlets and channels to build your story. So therefore, it was more cemented when you're Michael Jordan. There's no competition to the Michael Jordan story because no one could poke holes in it. Tom Brady also got 3 Super Bowls before social media even existed. Now, what's the average age of the millionaires in our country? 57 years old. What does that mean? Ooh, them old players got some old purchasing power, right? So I know it doesn't help in TV ratings to have an old audience, but damn it does when you got to go buy something because all the money in this country is old money. This new money trying to catch up, but they got a long way to go. That's why these guys are winning, because of the bank of their purchasing power of their fan base.
Kids and moms do the decision making on that, though.
No, it's funny you say that. A lot of kids go to a park right now. They're not wearing Jordans. It's older people, us, casually with a suit, trying to impress. Hey, yeah, you can't do it. These kids are wearing J's if they can, but they wearing Steph's, LeBron's, KD's, Kobe's, and it's going to take forever for them to catch up in part because we keep poking holes in their own marketing story. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay.
I'm out of high school every day, and them feet got jumped. They got that. I see them all over. I see them all over.
They are everywhere.
The reason why these guys are able to be so marketable and so brandable is because of the last word I just said. Once your brand transcends anything petty, it will stand the test of time. And with Michael Jordan's brand is connected to nostalgia and classic and timeless. He came in a time where it was such an interesting time for the NBA, and Nike put so much behind him, and it took. And once it took, it has not slowed down. It has continued to pick up. Now, with Tom Brady, I feel like it's a little different in the sense that I don't see a product. You know, the product that Michael Jordan's brand has rendered is why he's so, I think, just marketable with Nike. All right, but with Tom Brady, it's probably a whole lot of different things that he's getting money for. Uggs, Under Armour, time watches, all kinds of different things. And it's because his brand has transcended being a quarterback and a football player. It's connected to, this is what I want to be. This is who I want to be. This is why I want to be it. And those brands never devalue unless they tarnish it.
With MJ, I would go even simpler than that. You got to look at a guy that won 3 titles. That's something that obviously you don't see too much in the NBA. Then takes a year and a half off, goes, gambles, just sits at home, watch TV, does whatever he wants, and then comes back and then wins 3 more titles. Something that obviously we can see in today's day and age. LeBron James wasn't able to do that, and he hasn't even retired of any sort. I think that urban legend is something that's always going to stick out in a lot of people's minds, especially me, of somebody who actually is playing off the wall, above the rim in their first three-peat, then takes a year and a half off, comes back in the second three-peat, and pretty much reinvents himself, not going to the fall away, being more of a jump shooter, the fadeaway. I think that most guys would come back from that retirement being still a good player, but not an elite level. And somebody doing that, to me, is something that'll always be the urban legend that is Michael Jordan. Going to Tom Brady, I think that if Tom Brady was in high school, he'd be the prom king. You look at him, he wins rings, has 6 of them, has a supermodel for a wife. He's richer than I don't even know who. And when you see somebody that appears to have everything, and he's good looking, I mean, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. When you see something like that, that is something that everybody's going to gravitate behind simply because it looks like he has it made. Now, when you then go and look at Tom Brady's backstory, from everything from high school through college, being a low-round draft pick, and seeing everything he's come from, I think that if you cannot find a way to be a fan of Tom Brady, you're just a hater.
Well, let me push back on one part about how you said that these guys are not too political or polarizing. I went to the Jordan documentary, which was a few months ago, and it's funny that Jordan and Michael Jordan's shoe actually started off in rebellion when the NBA tried to suppress that he couldn't wear the shoe because of the colors. And it's amazing that his initial story of this shoe and why it really hit and became an urban legend and why everyone gravitated towards it because of that same rebellion. Like, oh, I will pay the fine. Michael Jordan, Nike paid the fines for this guy to wear it and defy the system. That's in his core ingredients, and it's never got lost, even though Michael Jordan never echoed that himself. He endorsed something that echoed that continues to echo that generations later. So when you add up all of these little elements, it adds up to one story that Michael Jordan actually could play both sides. He got his shoes saying, hey, I got the streets, I got rebellion, but I also got me. I ain't saying nothing. All y'all count.
I'll say this about Jordan and Tom Brady. Jordan's like the coolest dude. I've never met him, but he epitomized. He's Shaft. He's whoever we think is the coolest dude in the world.
I've met him.
That's who Michael Jordan
As cool as you
is.
think he is.
He won.
Right.
He won.
And so I think when you look at it, for black kids, I'm just sorry, everybody wants to be Mike.
Yes.
Yeah.
For white kids,
they want to be Tom Brady.
everybody wants to be Tom Brady.
Go ahead, preach.
You should say that in the beginning.
Go ahead, preach.
End of the segment.
Sometimes I dream.
I'll take it even one step further. It's just the vanity aspect of it. I don't know how you guys feel, but there is no other athlete that actually has a shoe produced by Nike that even looks to the level of Jordan's. When I see KD's, when I see LeBron James, those shoes don't resonate with me. It's not anything that I actually want to go out and purchase, but I think Jordans have a natural look to them that they're not able to.
Now you just got marketed. They just got you as first of all, I'm a sociologist. This is what they do in marketing. When you marry a product to success, all of a sudden you say, oh, it's amazing looking. No, it ain't. It's just you married it to success. Yes. So this is the thing. This Jordan shoe if he was sorry, if he had no rings, guess what them shoes would look like? Hey, trash.
But think about it.
It's just what it is.
The wristband. How many wristbands did a company came up on wristbands?
Yeah.
How many of the leg, the knee brace, the knee sleeve that he turned into a calf sleeve, right? How many did they sell of those?
Everything.
So it wasn't even just
symbols
the
of
shoe.
success.
It was when I went out the hoop, when I walked to school, I wanted to look like Michael Jordan on the court.
I'm going to give you another one, though, in terms of I think staying out of the most polarizing issues, because even with Tiger Woods' fall, you go into any golf shop, it's all Tiger Woods.
Yeah, right.
Tiger Woods is the only thing that sells. So if you can stay out of those polarizing issues and just market yourself to everybody, you have the best shot. And again, we didn't go here, but I look at this list, and when I see how close Kevin Durant is to LeBron James, that kind of shakes me up. Like, why is Kevin Durant this close to LeBron James? Because people are upset with Durant.
So far from Mike.
Yeah, but people are upset with Durant from going to Golden State. But other than that, I think people kind of like Kevin Durant.
Yeah, especially.
There's nothing polarizing about him.
Yeah.
Bit of a mama's boy, but he's relatable.
Yes.
I look at this whole list, and we didn't go here, but LeBron's number has disappointed me that he's that far from Michael and Kevin Durant is that close to him. Coming up, the players are sick of the preseason and the owners want a longer regular season. Well, I've got the perfect plan to fix all the league's problems. Next!
Choose fresh.